Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're gonna be taking apart this Suunto Spartan Trainer. Disassembly for these ones are quite easy. Taking apart just the wristbands here is only 4 screws. There's one on each side of each band. So that's quite easy to take off, just like so. And then the same for the other side. Note that these two bands are not the same. You should though see that before you take this off. That's because of the part that you see on the top here, this one. These do sit a bit. You gotta be careful with these screws so they don't snap. But it's not hard to take out at all. Just like so. Next part is, you can see on the bottom here, it's a bit dirty because it's a watch that's been used. But on the top you have 4 screws. These are also just to take out. I'll get the camera a bit closer here. These are all the same sizes and everything, so don't you worry about making some bad mistakes here and putting the wrong one in the wrong spot. So that is totally fine. Now you could just take your nail or something a little bit sharp under here, and this whole top cover comes off. This is nice because you can replace just the glass if that's needed. You do also have to remember about the seal, which is in here. You don't want to lose your seal. Now we're gonna change bits over to Phillips. Here it's 2 Phillips screws. The one you can see down in here, the other one in here. Do be really careful with the screen. It is fragile, so don't mess too much with it. Now you could lift this up and be careful, because on the inside here, here's the battery connection. So you would want to get that removed. Then open it up like so. And we got these connections down here that we need to open up. Getting the plastic pliers, you want to take off this one and the one on the right. This is a bit finicky, but once you've done that, you could take this out. Be careful not to rip any of these cables. Try to just pull it up a bit and then it should go right out. This last one in the middle is for the display itself. So to remove the display, I would suggest you get something of some type of cloth or something to put it on. Now that we got our cloth out, this is just not to get any more damage on the display. You don't want scratches or something on it. Another good thing to note is that still all the Phillips screws are also the same length, so you just have to know if you're going to use a Phillips or Torx bit. Again, get your pliers under here. Not pliers, but you understood what I meant. Now turn this over, and up here in the corner, right here, it's gonna sit a bit. So here you have to turn. Do you see that I'm turning this? Just like so. Now it's separated. Now we could either just replace the screen or the motherboard or wherever the case may be. Moving on, In here is our battery, and first of all, you could get this part which is down here, get this removed. You gotta be careful, but take your hand, take your fingers and drag on this, on the flex. You gotta be careful. And you could remove this just like so. And now, if it comes to the battery, to replace the battery, I would suggest that you get some alcohol, which I will show you soon, and get it spread all around on the bottom of it, and then get it out. Just like so. I got this, which has like a kind of needle point, but yeah, as long as you get isopropyl alcohol in here, it should be good to go. Now, I'm using a isopropyl alcohol which is 90%, if I'm not completely wrong here. Everything about 70% is good to use. It's not necessarily recommended to use a metal prying tool, but sometimes cannot really go around that. As long as you're careful, you should be good to go, and no damage dealt to the battery. Just like that, we got this battery outside. So there we go. That is your watch completely taken apart. So if you would need to get some parts replaced or whatever, then just follow this guide. This has been another video from Lexi. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped. Goodbye.